So I'm going to go ahead and do a comment video over Vinny opening the box that I sent him. But before I do that, let me explain how things got to this point a little bit before I do the commentary. I didn't even do, I thought about recording, well, no, I didn't record a live reaction because it just sort of happened like earlier. He started streaming a lot earlier than I expected him to. And it was just like, I had to jump in, like, was there to watch it and stuff. I didn't even think about recording the live reaction because I was kind of laughing my ass off. But anyways, if you're not aware of how this stuff started and how it spiraled into me like sending him this crazy fucking box, the lock box and the Charizard and everything, let me explain how the card stuff happened a little bit, and then we'll go into the commentary. So let me get my I'm gonna help my explanation by drawing some shit. So this whole card opening shit started with the Pokemon Happy Meals that became a big thing. Like, people were scraping for these cards, and they were being scalped to hell. Did these have like Pikachu? I can't remember. These Happy Meals had like Pikachu faces on them stuff. And how it started is, I think, was it Neri that posted an article on it? I can't remember, but somebody posted an article, I think it was Neri, and I mistakenly thought that people were selling the cardboard for these Pikachu Happy Meals that are from McDonald's on eBay for ridiculous prices, and it turns out it was actually for the cards themselves. So there was a craze going on for the Pokemon cards that were from these Happy Meal boxes. And McDonald's has done these. I'm guessing they do them like every year, every couple of years or something. But because it's like a limited thing, people are going to be trying to get these cards. And it was so bad that like people were ordering Happy Meals by like, I guess, the hundreds or something, and not like, and probably wasting the food and everything. And these are meant for kids, the cards are probably, they're meant to go to kids and stuff. And so you have like these adults who probably like are YouTubers and stuff that are like, especially like using the apps, like probably the order from McDonald's, like just ordering like a tons of these Happy Meals and probably confusing the fuck out of the employees and stuff. I think they eventually end up stopping people from ordering the Happy Meals to the app, and I think maybe you had to come in and request them or something like that. Anyways, it was a mess. So Vinny, I guess he got wind of this, and he finally got like a pack of cards. So that was like, I think he did like, did he do like two? I can't remember if he did two card openings or not. So first, it starts with the McDonald's Pokemon cards. That's how it started. The Mickey D's. And then, sometime later, this deli guy, I don't know what he looks like, but we're gonna use stickman here. Let's draw a little ampered on him. This deli guy that Vinny talks to, I guess whenever I don't know how often he goes to this deli. Probably almost, maybe every day or maybe every other day or something. But this guy had like a thing for cards and probably got wind of the McDonald's Pokemon cards that everyone was trying to get a hold of and scalp. So I think he said like, hey, Vinny, try out getting the Shining Fates. That's like the new thing that everyone's getting into. You'll get good pulls and everything like that. So I guess, Vinny considered it, and he got a hold. I don't know how Vinny got a hold of like his first set of Shining Fates, because the thing with the Shining Fates is, from what I could see, is that they only sell them in these like big booster sets, and some of them they'll have like a Pikachu or another Pokemon on them. They like have the packaging, and they have these like, I think sometimes they'll come with like 10 cards. They do that for Yu-Gi-Oh too as well. I'm more informative of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, so you got like these booster sets here, like a bunch of fancy packaging, logo on them, and like the cards are in there. Or there are these like tins that you can get where it has like a little window and it'll probably show you the card on them. They did this for Yu-Gi-Oh too, and it's got some like fancy art on it stuff. Wow, scribbles. Which I think I think the 10s come with 10. Maybe they come with only 10 or 5 card packs or whatever. So it started with that. I think that's how he managed to get those. And then people started to send him packs of cards. So let's see. It started with one opening stream for McDonald's and then went to the Shining Fates. And I think it got to maybe 3 card opening streams for Shining Fates. And the thing with the Shining Fates is because they're not sold individually, it's kind of hard to get a hold of them. They're also being scalped to hell, which I'm sure happens to new Pokemon card sets anyways. And also like just like with the McDonald's cards. I mean, everything's being scalped to hell right now. No matter what it is. People are just buying shit like crazy and throwing them up on eBay for ridiculous prices because you can't get a hold of them. That's just the way things are right now. So I think some people were generous enough to send him like some of these 10s booster packs and stuff. So he managed to get some good pulls like Lapras and everything. So by the 3rd stream, I was like, okay, the 3rd Shining Fate stream now. Consider that. I was like, okay, this is becoming an ongoing thing. And people would joke about, him getting an addiction to the Shining Fates cards and opening Pokemon cards in general. And so I had an idea, and I kind of mentioned it to Neri only. I was like, hey, maybe I should, mail him some Jape packs. I was thinking about just sending him 3. Well, my beautiful scribbles, sending it to his P.O. box or something. That was how it started. And then, so I was kind of planning that and trying to figure out what cards I wanted to do. I was going to try and buy the Shining Fate somehow, and then I already have a bunch of cards. You'll see in the footage and stuff. I collect like a bunch of different things. Then Jerma did his big thing. The card fever was already all over the place. If you know Charlie Critical, he opens stuff all the time. That was a thing. And the Jerma, I guess, started doing stuff, and there was this big stream that Jerma did, and he was out and like, let me draw this like dumb hat. He was out in like the fucking Nevada desert. I think because he lives in he lives in Nevada. So like one of the deserts and stuff in Nevada, and there was like a fucking dump truck or something out there. I don't know what the fuck I'm drawing here. Whatever it was, there was something out there, like some sort of like construction vehicle out in the back, and he was out in this like huge fucking desert, and let's see, he had like a table. He's in front of this table out in the desert. He had like this little box with him. He had a bunch of like geodes. It became a big fucking thing. Like Jerma goes all out, and I respect that so much for like the bits that he does. So he had these like custom cards, I think called Grotto Beast, made for him, and he like opened this box and he opened the Grotto Beast card packs, and I guess the box had like some 90s nostalgia stuff in it, like Capri Sun and like a Tamagotchi or something like that in the box, which is really cool. I forgot what else was there. And then he like opened some geodes. It was like a big thing. And so when I got wind of that, I was like, it was fascinating, but I was like, oh shit, well, I might have to, if I send Vinny like Jeep card backs, it's not really going to be much of a thing. Cause like Jerma, everybody knows what Jerma did, like with the, the fake real cards, I guess, because Grotto Beast, I guess, is becoming its own thing, which is really neat. With these like custom made like monster cards or whatever for Jerma. Anyways, he did that, and then like I think Neri kind of hit me up and we were talking about it a little bit, and I was like, I don't know, like I'm really gonna have to like do something really different in order to like not be similar to what Jerma did with this box here. So I had to plan for a while on that, and I was thinking of doing a box too. I got like I got this like wooden box, and I was just kind of planning to put. I was only planning to put just the card packs themselves in it. No Charizard yet. I was just gonna put a few packs in it, and then that was that. I think like my original idea was put the packs in it and then like nail it down, and then he'd have to open with a crowbar, and that was it. And then after a while, I think Vinny started opening non-Pokemon cards, like TNG stuff from like TNG, Deep Space Nine, like Star Trek stuff. And he started buying like the wacky packages, a bunch of like scummy joke card packs and stuff like that. So it started to go out beyond Pokemon. And I was like, okay, I have a lot of like, I've got Garbage Pail Kids cards, I've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cards, really scummy like baseball sports cards. I've got Yu-Gi-Oh! There was like Magic the Gathering. And so I was like, okay, I could probably do more with this, outside of Pokemon. There's more I can do with these packs here. And it just kept like spiraling. I was getting some ideas from Neri too. Neri was kind of helping me. And I felt bad I didn't get around to putting the Sands card. I was like struggling with my printer and stuff. So the only thing I think by the point that I actually got done with the boxing, I was really tired, and I only put the James card in it. But anyways, basically it started with the box, the packs. I started getting a bunch of the cards from different things that I had together, and I was like, okay, we can do cards. But then I started thinking maybe I should start throwing some random garbage in the cards, doing non-cards. So you had Pokemon cards, you had stuff that wasn't Pokemon cards, and then I had like I had a GameStop card. I have a very low opinion of GameStop these days, and I'm very thankful for the person who gave me the GameStop card like way back. It was a gift card. I think it's got like $20 on it. I just wasn't gonna use it. I mean, most of the stuff. Maybe I would use it to get a Steam card or something. I just play stuff on Steam mostly these days. Like I don't really buy. I am a defender of physical games, but I don't know. These days, I just don't like the experience of going to a game shop like GameStop anymore, where like most of those shelves are just covered in like gamer merch and like Funko Pop and barely any video games. It's not the same as like going to a retro gaming store where it's like mostly games and not paraphernalia. Anyways, he's got the GameStop gift card. I put that in there with a bunch of like random cards. Then just to be a jokester, I had some condoms around. Who doesn't? They weren't expired. They're still usable. You can use it if he wants. But I had a condom, some extra condoms. So hey, I'll just put them in a sleeve. So I sleeved the condom in there too. I threw that in there. I had more stuff that I probably would have thrown in there, like pizza coupons or something, but I was just so tired. I was like, I'll just stick with this. After, I had enough in the packs, which I didn't mention. I'll probably show it. I'll throw some of the, I wish I could drag them. Oh yeah, here, maybe I can drag it into XSplit possibly. Let me switch this here. Here's a screenshot. So when I actually finally got around to like actually planning things and buying stuff that I needed, someone, this is a thing on eBay, but someone was selling empty Shining Fates booster pack wrappers, and I was like, okay. Well, I got the 3 that I wanted, the 3 Shining Fates, which they were marked up by $6. Not too horrible, still a little pricey, but I did get some decent pulls from them. Vinny got good pulls from the one that he opened that I didn't open, and I sent him. So I bought these for the Jape. Yeah, I did spend quite a bit of money for a Jape, but it was worth it, I think. So I got those, and I put them. I lined the box, the wooden box with them. Is there a way I can? Okay, good. So yeah, I lined the wooden box, and then I was like, okay, this isn't quite enough. I need to go more. And when I was like looking up, I guess when I was looking up like fake things and bootleg cards and stuff, I was like, hey, why don't I he's really down for the Charizard. I was gonna go a bit longer, a bit more with the whole Charizard card bit and everything, but I didn't get around to it. So I think at most, because I was gonna do some fake cards and I was gonna make some cards of like lewd, slightly lewd like Charizard stuff, but I decided against it probably for the best. But on Amazon, it's like trying to find a bootleg. I was like, you know what, I'll put a bootleg Charizard plush in there. And so I kind of like search around for different terms on Amazon that would get me like something a bit bootlegish for Pokemon, because they certainly exist, and they're sort of endearing in a way. The slightly off bootleg Pokemon, I absolutely love them. So there was a listing. Let me switch off here and see if I can find the picture that I had. Do I not have it? Oh well, I'll post a listing in the Amazon listing in the video description if it's still there. It was a listing for like, it just said Red Dragon or whatever, and it comes in like the Charizard colors, green and like black. It was obvious it was like trying to be a Pokemon thing though, but they labeled it as not such. They just labeled it as dragon. And the funny thing about this listing is like people who actually knew about Pokemon bought this for their kids, because like, you know, some of these kids don't know any better when it comes to bootlegs. So and it was like sort of cheap. I don't know, it was like fucking $20. So oh, look at my horrible Charizard drawing at the moment. But yeah, I bought this like bootleg Charizard off eBay, and I kept like thinking, okay, how can I make this, how can I keep going with this? And I was like, so cards are an addiction. You know, what is also addictive? Drugs. And then I started thinking, you know, maybe we can turn this into like a drug smuggling thing and put the cards, we can cut open the Charizard, take out the stuffing, and put as many card packs as we can in it. You know, I was already going to make Vinny work for the box by opening it with a crowbar. And then, of course, I had like the little box with the lock on it that had the real unopened Shiny Fates pack in it that he would have to work to find the key for. The key's a whole nother thing as well. I just kept going on with this. So we would open up the Charizard, put the cards in, and then I was like, okay, it's not enough to really just put the cards in there. You need to make it look like, you want the Charizard to look like it's stuffed a little bit more. And I couldn't put the cotton stuffing back in. It'd just be like weird. It wouldn't work for it. We need to make this look like we're actually opening up a Charizard. And so I was like, okay, I need to make organs. So I got like these balloons, like red balloons. They make really good fake organs, I guess. And I just put the stuffing from the Charizard in them, and I'll show more. Basically, I'll show more in the footage. I don't want to go through this too much, but yeah, this is basically spiraled into this. And like the key, you know, we needed a key. I already had like this small block or whatever with a key that I had sitting around that I wasn't using. I think it was originally like used for a briefcase I had that had Yu-Gi-Oh cards in it, but I didn't need to lock it. So I took the lock from that with the key, and I used it for that. But I was like, okay, how can I make this worse? I need to hide the key somewhere. And it's not enough to just shove the key randomly in the Charizard. No, we need to go further. And we need to, if he's going to be looking through card packs that I put in the Charizard, I should hide the key in one of the packs. And I know the whole like James, like Jesse look at my boobs thing, like it's from a banned episode of Pokemon. It became sort of a meme with Vinny where he like mentions it every so often and does the James impression. I was like, okay, I need to make a card of that. But let's go further. And I'd have at least one fake Pokemon card at least, and it was that. And there's like this custom card maker online. I can put a link as well. You can make a lot of Jade Pokemon cards with it. And if you get the right measurements, you can actually print it out and cut it to the right size of an actual Pokemon card if you want to put in that much effort. So I had like the James Boobies card that I made. And I was like, okay, we're gonna hide. You know what we'll do? We'll put the key right in between James' boobs. So I made like a little incision there. And then like once I put the key in there, I kind of glued on the back of the Pokemon card, so it was like pretty secure in there. It stayed pretty good. And then I took this and put it in a very badly sealed pack that was basically just wrappers within wrappers. I had so many Shiny Fates wrappers that I didn't know what to do with, and it wasn't enough to just line the box with the wrappers. I wanted to go further and I had a pack that was just wrappers within wrappers, and then I had like I had a Yu-Gi-Oh, Korean Yu-Gi-Oh card pack wrapper, which is like the Blue Eyes. It was a Blue Eyes thing. But they still sell those. The Korean ones, you can still get the original like Blue Eyes pack, but they'll be in Korean if you're interested in that. But yeah, that's what I did with that. Oh god, too much effort, and you could probably understand. Even me explaining this is making me extremely tired. I want to get to the commentary now. I probably spent way too much time just explaining the shit, but that's how it basically spiraled into this whole thing. And I think a lot of this too. People are like probably wondering, how did how did it just get so layered like this? I don't know if people notice when I create stuff. Of course, I do create a lot of cursed things. But a lot of those, like, I put some puzzleness into it too to figure stuff out. I'm sure people are aware that I am a Resident Evil fan, and that has always, when it comes to designing anything, even stuff for jokes, I guess there's still that influence. Like, when it comes to like puzzles, like this is a very, I suppose someone made a comment too, this is like a very Resident Evil thing. Yes, I'm a Resident Evil fan, and I suppose if you think about it, in a game like Resident Evil, you would do something like this. You would, you find a box that's locked and you need to get into it. Where's the key? You have to like find it in a there's like a locked box, there's like a nailed box or something you have to open up. You got to go find the crowbar to open up this nailed box. But guess what? In the nailed box, there's like a corpse or something, or weird like mummified. Resident Evil 7 had like a mummified thing that you can get. Silent Hill did the same thing, where it would hide like key objects and weird shit. Like, I don't want to mention some of the things that you can find like key items, and it's just fucking bizarre. Stick your hand in a toilet. There was like a hooked dog corpse. That's very morbid, but it's Silent Hill. You can get a key out of. It's like that stuff influences me, so you could probably see why this ended up the way it did. Okay, I think I'm done explaining that. But I didn't give, when I was mentioning sending the package to Benny, he only had some slight idea of what I was sending him. Like, I told him I'd be sending him cards with the twist, basically Shining Fates. And, I was like, hey, it's coming from me, so expect some variety. And that's basically it. Let's get to the actual video. Oh, talking a lot can make you tired. I don't know how people do it. I'll keep this highlighter out just in case I want to like pause. I'm gonna be probably pausing through this, so let me do my commentary and I'll pause and maybe circle stuff if need be.
So cool. All right, chat. It is time.
Loud.
In order to open this box. So
I thought it wasn't I don't know, I guess I did it for the joke too, as a Yu-Gi-Oh fan, but I thought it probably wasn't enough just to send him the box, the lock on it. I was like, okay, I need to put a bit of a hint. I told him he could ask me for hints, but I thought that would be enough to put a thing on there that said, hey, you need to, in order to get the key, you need to go deep within. And so I was like hoping maybe he would know that beyond the nailed box, he needs to do something more like with the Charizard in order to get the key. I did have to kind of like throw out a hint during chat, but he eventually figured it out. I also sent him, he mentions I sent him tools. So I sent him gloves. I don't know if he's wearing the gloves. They sent him, it doesn't matter. He probably had gloves anyways. A small pry bar, and some like sewing scissors so that he could cut the threads on the Charizard.
I need to open this box, which, as you can see, is pretty. It's got a weight to it.
It's enough weight to cost me a bit of shipping. I'll mention that. I also made sure to. I didn't want to, because of the way the top is, it had like quite a bit of depth to the top. I was just gonna like nail the damn thing down quite a bit to where he would pry. Because when I take the footage, when I show the footage later of me using how I wanted to use the pry bar on the box, I was gonna have him use it to where he had to like put it in the cracks of it and like lift it up. Because I was gonna nail the top down, but I could only, the box that I found had a bit of depth to it. I couldn't just find like a flat top to nail down. So I had to like put the nails on the side. He'll probably...
There are tools included.
Yes, there's the tools.
Luckily, so Jackal has made this difficult for me, but that's okay. So I'm gonna use this little crowbar here to open these nails, and I don't really have enough room to do it.
So I nailed I put the nails like sideways in there, enough to keep the top down, but not like to where it'd be very hard for him to get the nails off.
So there's one. I don't really have room to do it on camera. Like, I could show you one, maybe. Yeah.
Something satisfying about watching him pull the nails out with that thing. I don't know why.
I could actually show this to you. So I don't know what's in here, by the way. I know it's something card related, but I don't know fully. Oh, look at this. There he is, Charizard. I got the Charizard with, it's...
I felt really bad when he saw the empty pack, empty wrappers, because he had no context for why there was empty Shiny Fates. I think he probably thought that I bought Shiny Fates packs, but now you can actually get the empty wrappers. Also, someone who was like really hardcore into Pokemon and probably collects plushies might have noticed that there was something off about that Charizard, but I mean, to anyone else, it might just look like a regular old Charizard plush, honestly.
Jackal, did you buy Shining Fates just for this gag?
I will admit, I mentioned it later too. I go all out for stuff sometimes. I did spend for those wrappers. It was like $4, and I think that was just mostly the shipping. They did not come, like, some of them weren't opened carefully either, so I don't know.
They're empty. They're empty. Chat, there's something interesting about this Charizard.
I had to throw a hint to him. You just see my sloppy sew job, but it was necessary.
Something very interesting. There's stuff inside Charizard. Do I have to do what I think I have to do?
Skip a little bit around. The funny thing is that he's got this
comes with scissors.
Game music,
and it was.
I think this is from. I forgot the place. It's from what the fuck's her name? Rat Girl. Can't remember her name. Holy shit. It's from Final Fantasy IX. He's got game music playing throughout this, and like sometimes when he's doing stuff, the game music it's just fitting for what's going on in the stream. And this is from the song it's playing is from the area that Freya is from, and it's like it's depressing. So this music is playing, and he's cutting open a Charizard to get his cards out.
All right, Charizard.
I'm actually glad he was very careful about this too, because of the fake organs that I put in there. I didn't want him like cutting them up too much.
Sorry. This is the only way to unlock the cards within see something. We got... Is that a heart? Oh god, are there...
When he shows the... Because I didn't, when I was covering footage, I forgot to actually record me doing the whole thing with the balloons. It was very, hard to properly stuff those balloons with cotton and everything to make organs. It's not very easy to do. I didn't record myself doing it, but you know, when he'll show the organs, of course, and what I did with them, I just made random shapes with the balloons. It's real old red balloons.
There's organs in here. It's like balloons? Jackal, you go too far for these jokes, you know that, right?
Yeah.
Not that I'm complaining, because this is fucking hilarious. There's like balloons with stuffing inside them.
I probably could have stepped
And
into
there's
something
actual
far worse.
Shining Fates cards.
Like, I don't know if you can find... I was trying to think, you know, I originally thought of, like, just buying fake, like, rubber organs or something, but no, that would have been too much. So, balloons works, and he can throw those away if he wants.
Jackal, I swear to God. I was not planning on opening Pokemon cards tonight.
So, another thing here, Vinny is, unpredictable when it comes to stuff, and I've learned this through vetting. I should have put, like, little labels on these with numbers so that he could open them in a certain order, because I didn't expect him. So, you'll see in a bit, but he goes for, like, the last pack that I had, and that actually had the key for it. It was kind of like, I wanted to kind of, like, build it up. Like, the first one had a bunch of, like, it was mostly Pokemon Holos and a few Jape cards, and then, like, the second one was, like, more Jape scum garbage in there, and then the third one was going to be wrappers, within wrappers, and then the key, but he went for the key first, but it was, I don't know, it was worth it. The reaction was pretty good.
Well, here's what I've noticed. I still can't believe, and I still have, like, organ balloons.
Yeah.
So, this was resealed. This
yeah,
is what happens,
I did. I tried so bad. I think, if people want to legit reseal the packs for, you know, something. I know people do it on eBay and, you know, resale packs and try to sell them to people. Some people actually tell you that they're resold, and they like put like a mixture of cards in it, and you can like get a random pack. It's a thing that goes on eBay. But I was told there's like a heat resealing thing that you can use on the wrappers that does a really good job of resealing them. I had to use some kind of fucking like Gorilla Glue and stuff, and it just like it was a mess. Just wasn't going the best for me. So they're kind of like the two packs that I had in the back that I meant for him to open a little bit later, like kind of sloppily put together. The first one I did a decent job on. Second two, not so much.
$10 on one of these packs, and you're like, oh, I think this was resealed.
Yeah, these were actually the three that I bought were $12 each, a little bit more. Not horrible, but still a bit more than you'd want to spend on these Shining Fates packs.
It's just...
I didn't expect them to be that hard to, I didn't expect those to be that hard to open, but I'm guessing some of the glue that I tried to reseal some packs with probably, like, went through to the other packs and stuck them together.
I see. It's, John Yugi. Is this an actual Yugioh pack?
It is.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you can, like I said earlier, these are the original Blue Eye. I forgot what the actual set's called. It's called Legend of Blue Eyes. You can get the Korean versions of those packs, and I've gotten. I was sent a bunch by Corvus because he's been going through and getting them, and you can get some really cool pulls from them. The only thing is that they're in Korean, So they're probably not worth it. I don't know what the Korean card market is like. You probably won't be able to sell them for quite as much on the English market, but if you still want the cards themselves, you can get the Korean version of Legend of Blue Eyes.
This is like so hard to open too. Something's like weird about this.
Yeah, I think the glue. I don't think I put glue on that. So something happened.
There's like only one card in here. I'm still, you know
The
what?
fucking
There's still
music.
got to be a key in one of these packs.
Oh, he caught on.
Or it might be in the Charizard balloon.
I'm so glad he didn't try and go through the organs first or anything like that. That would have been a nightmare.
Try to open this better. I'm having trouble here.
Oh, yeah, we don't want to.
I don't want to accidentally pulp the card. I don't want
It's
to
funny because I think he probably thought he was getting like a legit Pokemon card or something, and then it ends up being another Jape. But he ends up getting the key.
It is a Pokemon card.
His reaction to this was pretty great, though.
It's
Yeah, the text ended up showing up really bad. It basically says, so down here it actually says, Jesse, look at my boobs, but the text is so small. But these are the cards you can create on that, like, Pokemon card creator site. So I just got the image and threw it up there. And I don't really play the Pokemon card game that much, so I had to, like, kind of look at our other cards that I could find and maybe put together something that sounded a little legit. And make up like some attacks or some shit like that. I don't know. I figure water would be the best type for this because they're wearing swimsuits or whatever, and it's James' boobs. And yeah, the key is in between the boobs, a slit in the boobs. I honestly... You know what? I wish he had, like, face cam for some of this, because I really wish I knew what his expression was when he saw that James card. So I'm going to skip a little bit.
I'm done.
I like that he sleeves it.
So we need to read this. So it's,
I'm gonna skip the reading, so you can go on the VOD if you want.
Ban proof.
You know, I basically put spoilers on this, video if you haven't seen the VOD yet. You shouldn't be watching this if you haven't seen the VOD. Go watch the VOD. I'm gonna skip him reading that. Basically, if you don't know where that picture is from, there's a, I mentioned it before. There's a bunch of banned episodes of Pokemon. The more famous one is the one that caused epilepsy, and it's a Porygon episode. Some other ones that were well known is like some that involved like one of the characters having a gun. I think Team Rocket had a gun like in some of the episodes as well. I think like James had a gun or something. Another like famous one that's known is James. I forgot what the specific thing was, but Team Rocket. Let me show him.
If heads prevent all network. Okay, like.
So if he shows that again. Oh, he's just opening another pack. So let me explain real quick. The episode that it comes from, the James boobs thing, like Team Rocket's known for putting on disguises. James really gets into the like disguises that he puts on. He tends to like dress as a woman sometimes. So there was one where he had like inflatable boobs, and it was too much for 4Kids. 4Kids was the one. They also censored a bunch of stuff in Yu-Gi-Oh as well. The Yu-Gi-Oh show, which is hilarious. But yeah, that was one of the episodes that got banned because it was like, I guess the big booba, inflatable boobs is too much for 4Kids at the time. I don't know what the episode was about exactly. A lot of the early episodes were basically Team Rocket doing the same shit, wearing disguises, trying to get Pikachu. It's the same thing over and over.
Cards here. Oh, no, I didn't mean to say stacked like that, like this kind of stacked. I'm just saying, like, I have, like, this seems like a really thick. God, no. This seems.
I'm actually surprised I was able to squeeze the amount of cards I was able to in this thing here. I was like, oh god, how many? Because I had a lot of the like trashy, scummy cards. I was like, okay, how many can I squeeze in here? So there's a lot more than 10.
Something is wrong with this.
Whoops.
With this pack of cards. Okay, there's a lot of interesting stuff in here. I don't know what the hell this is.
Yeah, I actually
leave that there. So,
I actually planned to put more garbage in this pack, but I didn't get around to it. I couldn't find everything I wanted to put in it. So let's start. I can kind of point out some of the stuff in these cards that I sent him. I could talk about them a little bit since he's showing them.
there's a card.
So this is a Japanese Furo card. I'm trying to think. I unfortunately don't know what the set's from. Some of these Pokemon cards that I got are from, I'm sure this shows it right here. I don't really know what the set is. But some of these I got, like I had like a relative's kid that was getting rid of their Pokemon cards. So some of these come from that, and I have no idea where they got these cards from, and I'm sure they've collected them over the years. So if someone knows where that's from, please let me know. I'm sure it's not worth that much at all. It's not even a holo or anything.
There,
the GameStop card, is $20 on it?
there's GameStop.
Yep, random GameStop gift card.
It's okay. GameStop. I'll just put that over there.
I mean, GameStop's become such a meme now. I mean, they were for a while. Now he's showing these.
Pizza.
There's a few Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cards in here, and these I thought I had more of these. These are actually from my childhood, and I think I dug them up much later when I came back to a family home and found them. There's still like 2 of these are in a decent condition, sort of. I kind of wish I had sleeved them. They're kind of cheaply made though. They have like really cheap like cardboard backing to them and stuff. They could easily get damaged by water and everything like that. But yeah, I remember getting packs of these in my childhood, and I think that's when the movies came out. And I'm pretty sure that these came out during the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies. Like they had some from the show, which was a really big thing at the time. I absolutely loved the show, so I was so excited to get these cards. And I believe they had cards, like better cards that were from the actual movies. And I think you could get them when you, like a lot of things, when certain movies come out, you can get like cards for those movies, and they're usually pretty cool, and sometimes they're considered collector's items. And I really wish I still had those.
For breakfast, Ninja Turtle cards.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Let me see here. Does it say when that was shown?
I'll just put that over there.
I don't know if it actually has a date on the back of the
Pizza for breakfast.
Ninja Turtle cards. As you can see, they
Ninja
do
Turtle
have a little
cards.
Bit of,
Oh, nice.
I want to say though that just like the Garbage Pail Kids, these probably came out in like well, no, these are probably a bit later than the Garbage Pail Kids. These are probably from the 90s. This one, the cartoon came out.
The Art of Crime. Okay. Home of the Fly.
Oh yeah, that was a weird episode.
Cards here. Done.
Sadly, so I sent him a bunch of like random sports cards of just like cards that had weird poses or weird faces on them. I was desperately trying to get the I think, were they baseball players? I think they were baseball players. They had like the funny names, Rusty Kuntz, and there was another one called Dick Pole. And there was actually like, if you look on eBay, there was listings for both those cards. But they wouldn't have, if I had bought them, they wouldn't have come in time, like for the bit. Like they would have taken a while. Like it'd be like much later in March. And I wanted to send him these. I was planning to have him open these with like a crusty Pokemon trading card game for PC that Wizards of the Coast made, and it's like very cursed. And I thought maybe he would open it with that game on Sunday, but I guess he decided to do this much early. But yeah, it's a shame I didn't get those two, but you know, whatever. I guess he can do whatever with these sports cards,
Mags,
I guess.
Oilers.
Yeah, I feel so bad sending the condom. Yeah.
Cool. Oh, sorry. I meant to do this. Mind Hacksaws? Mind Hacksaw. That seems to be a fake Yu-Gi-Oh card.
I just noticed that's the first edition too. Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Thanks. Mind Hacks. This is real?
Yeah,
Jerry
mine
Beans
Hacksaws.
Man?
Hacksaws, I'm sure he gets the joke, but I remember Hacksaws being a internet slang or something back in like the early 2000s. When is this? This is from Rise of Destiny, I think, is what this set is from. So this, I got this back in 2005, I want to say. And Hacksaws, you know, it was slang for like hacking or some shit like that, internet slang. Pretty sure it was like an early 2000 things, you know, just like XD and yeah.
The condom has holes in it?
No, the condom hasn't even been opened. It's completely unused.
Any Mind Hacksaws is real. It says here, multiplications of ants. Jerry Beans Man.
Yeah, there's actually, I was trying to, there's another card I wanted to send him, another Yu-Gi-Oh card, and it's the, shit. There's like 3 of them. There's like a bunch of weird cards, of course, just like in Magic and any other card game. It was called Ojama. Like the monster's called Ojama something. I forgot what the full name is, but it's like this weird one-eyed, like dark-colored, like goblin-looking thing. It looks like very much like a Japanese yokai type creature, except like it's doing a certain like sexy pose or something. It's wearing like a red Speedo, and there's like a few of those cards, but I couldn't find them, so unfortunately it didn't make it into the cards that I sent him. I guess I just noticed a lot of these are like first edition.
Multiplication of ants. Where the fuck did you get these cards from? Goblin Calligrapher.
Oh, there's a lot of I mean, in any game that has fantasy creatures, you're gonna find goblin. I just thought this one, there's quite a few like funny goblin cards in Yu-Gi-Oh as well.
Are these real cards?
Yes, they are absolutely
Holy
real.
shit. So I guess they did like a joke set. These are from 1996.
No, they're from different years. They just put the
Yu-Gi-Oh is very silly. Yeah,
they put like the original year of when the game started on the cards, so say like 1996. I don't know if they do that with the new Yu-Gi-Oh cards though.
Tell me about it.
And then there's Magic the Gathering cards.
So I don't know why I'm getting like sport.
Okay, we'll skip these. These are just have weird faces. I don't know why I threw them in. Like some of them have like weird portraits.
This is all inside Charizard, by the way.
Now,
Fletcher Stretcher.
I sent him I think, was it 50 cards or something? A huge, a bunch of, a huge stack of Garbage Pail cards. Now, these are from 1986 and 1987. And I was actually born in 1986. So these came out when I was born. And these are, my mom used to own these. And I think back around high school, she had just given me a bunch of cards. I think she was like, hey, if you can, like, if you manage to sell them, that's great. I had a hard time at the time. I had trouble trying to find like shops or whatever that would buy these. And this was before like I really knew about eBay or anything like that. This was like 2003 or 2004. So I wasn't really like knowledgeable about selling shit on the internet. We had to like go to card shops and stuff, and it was like I couldn't figure out anything to sell really. The Garbage Pail Kids are parodies of Cabbage Patch Kids, which there was a craze for in like I think the 80s. Yeah, definitely the 80s and the 90s. Cabbage Patch Kids had like cartoon shows and everything, and I don't know if Garbage Pail Kids did a cartoon show, but I definitely know that there's a scummy, almost like horror-like movie that exists out there. It's completely like horrifying, where they create like walking like I don't think they're I think some of them are animatronic. I wish I could show it, but whatever, you can look it up. But they have the actual like weird cursed kids from the cards like as characters in this movie. This is a live action movie that they had for these cards. Yeah,
hot
just
buttered Corinth. Oh,
pretty cursed. And I mean, 90s and I guess mid 80s were known for like gross out humor. That was just a big thing. And he bought like some of the new ones, I guess 2021 set of Garbage Pail Kids, which I didn't even fucking know they were still making them. I thought this seems like something that would have ended a long time ago. Like, who buys Garbage Pail Kids like new ones now? But when he shows them in comparison to the old cards, they are pretty
here's some
tame
Magic the
and
Gathering
flat.
cards.
The humor is like just flat. It's not as gross. The art isn't as good. So I don't know why anyone would buy. I guess maybe like for a gag like this, maybe to buy like the new cards and show them off, but they're just not as good.
These can't be real, or unless this is the joke set as well.
Yeah, if you look at this horseshoe here, that tells you what set it's from, basically.
Well, Mon's Goblin Waiters.
There's a lot.
This is a joke set, yeah.
There's a lot.
Save
some
Life.
Great ones that you can find in this set.
Vile Bile.
I don't think the Vile Bile is from.
And Nidoking.
Yeah, I don't know why you put the Nidoking in there. I think just like I think the reason why I put this one there, it's a re-release. It's not like I don't think it's worth much of anything. They did a re-release of like the original cards, which I only found out like just recently. This was in like a bunch of the cards that I got from a relatives, like kid giving away their cards or whatever. So I only found out about the re-release not too long ago. But I basically put this in the back of the pack to kind of make it look like, you know, there was more Pokemon cards than there actually were in that pack.
What set is this from? 2016.
Yeah, re-release.
This is what is that, chat?
I did actually. The sad thing is, when I was younger and the Pokemon craze was going on, I do recall actually getting Pokemon cards myself. I think I only got like 1 or 2 packs, and so when I look over the old cards again, like when I was checking that crusty Pokemon card game on PC, like from 1998, and I looked over a lot of the cards from the original sets. I looked at the art and I was like, oh yeah, I remember this art, or I remember this art. I remember having like the original Arcanine, and I don't know what happened to those cards. I'm very sad that I lost track of them, because I'm pretty sure I had those cards in middle school, and I think that's when the craze was going on. Like I found about, not to go into it too much, I found out about Pokemon way before like the show was here, and I think even before the games kind of hit here, because a lot of the friends I hung out with were super weebs, and one of them would get I think anime magazines or something that would cover stuff that was going on in Japan. And like I remember seeing the article about the Japanese pocket monsters and like the cute big fat Pikachu, and talking about like the game. And I think that's when they had like the card game going on and stuff, and that eventually made its way here. And of course I remember all the butchery of the name and all that stuff. But like I eventually got heavily into it for a while in the show, and kind of got a little bit into the cards and the old games, and that sort of dissipated once I discovered Digimon, and I was just full on Digimon after that. So I kind of left Pokemon behind for a while.
The bottom right. I can't tell. It's So I like how Jackal bought Shining Fates just for a gag.
Yeah,
when these things are not even easy to come across, but so oh look, they are Pokemon.
I'm sure that infuriated some people. Though.
Oh, that's Shining Fates.
So
that's the symbol right there.
These are actually the ones that he shows, and most of these are actually from my pulls from the 2 Shining Fates packages that I open. And then the other holos in here are just from different sets that I had available. That I've had like over time or from someone else giving away their cards. I don't really need them. I have so much clutter, I don't really need them anymore, so that it's fine to give it away or do it for a gag or something.
That's dedication to a bit. So yeah, these are actually the holos from, I guess, the opened cards. I have these already.
Now, this Axew, I think some of these cards, I'll have to check it later, but I think the Axew or one of the other cards in here are from a McDonald's set. I'm not quite sure. I know some of them came from McDonald's. One of the things that they did for Pokemon some time ago. Not cards that I got. They're from someone else.
I don't know what set this is from. This is from 2012. It's cool.
I'm sure eventually,
Ludicolo?
as time goes on, some of the older cards in that may have value as
2015. Great Cthulhu. Oh, that's my favorite Pokemon.
So these, I can probably get the cards for these again, but some of these are from a set, a playing card thing for poker or whatever, called Casino Relay. I don't know how to speak that. Which has, it's mostly just poker cards, but some of the cards, and I'll show it later in the footage, some of them have like art on them. So he's got like the cards that had like Cthulhu or Dagon or some of the other ones that are well known in there. So
card easily.
Just mix them in with the Pokemon.
Nice. Finneon from 2014. Cute. Sentret. 2014. I don't know these sets, but oh. Father Dagon. Nyarlathotep. Star Spawn.
Another interesting thing too is the that set, the Casino Relay playing card set. I actually bought those cards from a vendor, I think from the artist that made those cards at a what was it, a Renaissance fair or something like that. It was I can't remember if it was like a Renaissance fair or something similar to it, because we have a lot of those little like festival things here where artists will rent their little spaces and sell stuff. We have a lot of that here. So I bought those cards from the artist, if I recall, because they make cards like that. I should actually check and see what other things they've made in recent time. But that was like I think that was like, was it 5, 8, maybe 8 years ago that I bought that?
Of course, Hariyama, you know, one of the many elder gods, and Magneton.
Judgment of Anubis. I have 2 of these cards. This is from Dark Crisis, so this may be worth a little bit. I have another version of the holo, this card, which has like gold text and a different type of holo on it. I just sent it to him. I go by Jackal, and I had some, at least like one thing that has like a Anubis or Jackal on it.
So yeah, good Pokemons, those. Wow, okay, so those are the Shining Fates
so now
cards.
he opens up
Some of
the
them
box.
are real. Some of them are in there.
Okay, it's gonna go open. Yep, time to open the box. And then of course the music changes for the moment. Very convenient. Almost sounds like Egyptian music or something. I don't know what this game music is from. And of course, for one extra jape, I put Bidoof on the top because there's a meme with Bidoof. If you're familiar with Pokemon memes at all, I honestly don't know how it started myself. There's like some meme with Bidoof being a god or some shit like that. Don't know how it started. The only Pokemon meme I'm familiar with was like the Mudkip stuff back in the early internet days, and that's just about it.
Bidoof. It's Bidoof. What if it was just Bidoof?
No, I'm not that cruel.
We're gonna find out what this is. So it's some card holders. These are wacky.
I'm not sure. I think I got these. I've had these around for a while, but I probably bought these in like mid 2000s when I was on my Yu-Gi-Oh card collecting kick. I have a ton of these card sleeves, and they're really cool because they got the holo designs on, and they're really shiny on the back as well. So they make really good card sleeves.
I like these. But I guess these are the poles that Jackal got.
Yeah, I got a Scorch
V. That's a
which I have my not to pause it too much. I have my card opening video they'll show just after this of me opening the Shining Fates packs and the pulls that I got. I opened at least 2, and then I saved one for him, which is in the box here.
good pull. It's a shiny.
Still good. That's still a cool looking card.
Can't tell actually. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I like it.
I like the way the VMAX cards
Latias.
And yeah, I had
Eos. These are not from Shining Fates.
These are X and Y, I think, cards. And no, I just had these around. Now, I would have sent him, I actually had 2 holo like B2 cards from different sets as well. But unfortunately, the previous owner that had the cards did not treat them very well, and they got like very worn. You can see scratches in like the holo foil on the card. And it's such a shame too, because I would have included those as well. Like, it would have been cool to have some U2 cards in there.
You can tell by the bottom right there. They're from 2015 Pogies. Dark Magician, Yu-Gi-Oh!
This is a bootleg. It's funny because I think when people saw this and saw that it was a holo and a first edition, they probably lost their shit a little bit, because the actual legit version of this card is pretty rare. I think it's just as rare. What's it going for? I don't know if it's like $20 or $50. I know one of the versions, and I have for Blue Eyes, first edition, goes for quite a lot. So the set that this came from, if it was a legit card, this would have been considered pretty rare. But the holo, the way the holo effect looks on this, you can tell that it's a bootleg, and then of course the way the text is done as well. And you could get these. The funny thing is I think I got this from Target, and this was like back in like mid 2000s, so I want to say like 2005 maybe. Target was known for having a lot of the cards that you can get. Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon. They even had Digimon at one point, and a bunch of other stuff. Dragon Ball Z, which was a big thing for a while, card game. So they had their card counter area, usually towards the front. Now, I think towards the back where toys were, they had these like little side things. I used to work in retail. I forgot what the fuck they're called, but these like little side things that have like hangers on them. Near toys, and they would also have these like card packs, and they had like different like older packs of Yu-Gi-Oh! And I mean, yeah, you could get some legit like older cards from them. However, there was always a chance of them being bootleg cards too. Like I got I think the set, the like pack thing that I got this out of had like Spanish cards, and it had like this bootleg card in it. So that was a thing that could happen. It's strange. I'm like thinking, where did they get those cards? Like, where did they get those like repacked cards from? Even though they're selling like the legit cards up in the front of the store. Just very bizarre. But the bootleg Yu-Gi-Oh cards have become kind of their own thing in a way. Kind of funny to own. But I guess what Vinny, like, I only recently found out that people sent him some bootleg Yu-Gi-Oh cards, so that's why I threw the Dark Magician in there. Just kind of a fun thing to have, I guess.
So, all right. And I think one actual unopened pack of Shining Fates, chat. This is gonna be... Yo, if this is Charizard...
I was actually really hoping there was a Charizard in there, because it would have made this whole thing, like, even better. And I think it took a while for me to convince him that this was actually a legit unopened pack because of all the japes that have happened so far.
Alright. Oh, if it's scripted.
Nope, not scripted.
Cramorant. Bird. Ball Guy. Dartrix.
I'm actually pretty
Coughing.
surprised at the,
I see the border of a
VMAX
good
cards
card.
that he got 2 VMAX cards in this.
I don't think it's Charizard, but that's pretty cool. Gossifleur, Snom, Trapinch, and Lapras V and Crobat V. What the fuck? Another Lapras?
Now, from these polls, I think someone said he got like $25 out of this. I don't know if the Laprases are going for 20, and then like maybe the Crobat's like $5 or something like that, or if Lapras is 15, Crobat's 10, whatever it is. But he got, I guess I don't know if this is like the 3rd Lapras he pulled or something. But yeah, it's just pretty bizarre. And there was 2 in there as well. And so I had only bought 3 Shiny Fates packs, and I got a Scorch, and I would have gotten these 2 out of the other packs. So like out of just 3, the pulls are pretty decent, like the VMAX cards. So
how do I keep pulling Laprases on stream every single time I've done these cards? Not that I'm complaining.
So yeah, I guess I don't think there's anything else.
Under the cloth and in every organ, says a chat member.
All right, that's it for the commentary on this. Next is the I'm going to show the opening of the Shining Fates cards. I think I've talked enough. Oh, we're talking. I already recorded that, so I have talking in that. I'm not going to talk over it. I'm tired. Cards, and then I'll show some of the footage of me like packaging the Charizard in the box and everything like that, and then I will be done with that for now.
Okay, here's the deal. So I got 3 of these packs, the Shining Fates packs on eBay. They're not easy to find. These were marked up by like $6 because I think they normally go by $6, but these were like 12 or something. Also, I'm automatically suspicious of these because they are from eBay, even though the seller is reputable. So, they could have been resealed, repacked, or whatever. I got these because I'm dedicated to a bit, but so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open 2 of these very carefully if I can, and then I will leave 1 unopened. So I might as well see what's in these. If I can carefully, I know some of these, okay, so you see how this is like very easy to open? I'm just wondering, because this thing here, I have to very carefully open this because it could have been glued. Very, very careful. This is a delicate process. It's been a while since I bought card packs, so I don't know how some of these are done. Maybe they use like heat sealing or something to open these. Okay, good. So I'm getting to the inside. Just see how legit these things are. I have to be extremely careful because I plan to reseal these. Even though it's possible that they have already been opened and resealed, because that is something that sellers do. There's actually a legit thing that people on eBay do. They legit put up repacks and do like, hey, when you buy this pack, you'll get like a random repack, and you have a chance of getting a Charizard or something in it. It's always that damn Charizard. Okay, so okay. I notice, yeah, see, you notice how this is like really coming apart really easy? Ooh. Also, these don't look like the Shining Fates cards. I'm not sure. Chinks? I don't know. Are they supposed to? I thought they had a very specific. Oh, okay. I see. Ooh, I see some interesting ones. All right. Got a little worried for a minute because, I wasn't sure if the Shining Fates had a very different look to their cards or not. I kind of forgot. Okay, I'll just show you what I have. Shinx, Coughing. Did these actually... Because I haven't bought Pokemon cards in a long time. I usually, on like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, they have like what the thing is that they're from on it. Like the ID that they're supposed to be from. But these, I can't really tell. So we'll just be careful. Coughing. Okay, good. Horsey. Brookie. Okay, so these are Morpeko. Ooh, Scorch. Look at that. Now I'm not actually going to keep any of these. These are all going to Vinny. I have no interest in keeping them. I am curious about the value of some of these though. So, Luxray. This is also a holo. This is really cool. We got our energies here. Rusted Shield, Eldegoss, Cramorant. Okay, and then we have, this comes with the card code. So I'll probably give this to Vinny, and he can give this to whoever. I'll censor that in the video. If I make a video of this. Alright, second one. I know he's probably going to tell that it's resale, but I'm going to try my best to resell this when I do my thing. But these seem lazy to open. So let's go for the second one. Jeez. Yeah, usually this would be better if I used my actual hands because I have nails and they can easily probably use my nails through the gloves to open them very, very carefully. So it's funny, I ordered these and then I ordered like a bunch of empty wrappers on eBay because that's something that gets sold. You'd be surprised if people are selling like old Pokemon set like wrappers for like the original, the base set. Oh my god, like the prices on those, it's ridiculous for empty wrappers. It's ridiculous. Okay. Very carefully. I'm glad these are easy to open. I don't know, I can't remember if because I have more experience buying Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I can't remember if those were easy to open or not. I used to get like 10s and stuff too. The bunch of the cards and a lot of the starter sets. Ooh, shit. Well, I sort of ripped that. That's okay though. I'm actually getting a bunch of empty wrappers for Shining Fates, and I can only hope that those are opened carefully. So if I accidentally rip this, I can just use one of those. Okay, so we'll kind of open this a little bit, just a little bit more, so I can get the cards out. Oof, yeah, I'm doing damage to this one. Just open it just a little bit more. There we go. Now we can get the cards out. Let's see what we have here. Qfant, Gossifleur, Snom, Coughing, Cacnea. Ooh, Hollow Decidueye. Ooh, nice. Very nice. Yanmega. And we got our NG, Luxio, Gym Trainer, and Thwacky. So at least I got one like Hollow VMAX thing. Now this one, I'm not going to open. I don't know what's going to be in it. I'll leave that up to Vin. when he opens it. I'll leave that as the legit pack. So I don't know why I'm documenting this. Just for the sake of it, I guess, to show what I'm doing. I set this stuff up. As you can see, I'm pretty dedicated to this bit that I'm doing for Vin and the card opening thing. I have a I'll have to show the listing, but I got this bootleg Charizard, and the listing said Red Dragon, and like somewhere under it in the description, you know, you'll see a Charizard, and misspelled Charizard, but this is like a bootleg Charizard plush that I found, and they actually sell it in different colors too. It's actually pretty cool. So yeah, I got that. I think it was like 20 bucks or something. Yeah, I'm probably spending a little way too much on a card opening bit. I have a wooden box under here. I'm gonna shove the Charizard in the Charizard, and then I have this box that I swear I had a hard time. You'd think fucking hobby stores would have. I was trying to find like a small hinge or something, so that I can create a lock box out of this. I was trying to find like a really simple like hinge to put like a little lock on it. I had a really hard time finding it at a hobby store in hardware or anything, something small enough to put on a box this small. So I just like got whatever hinge that I could find, and it has like a little thing that it hooks on, and then you put like a lock on it. So I'm gonna put the unopened pack of Shining Fates in there. That has the Charizard on it. Have not opened it at all. Don't know what's gonna be in it. So there's that, and then I'm going to open the Charizard's stomach up and pull out the stuffing. And I've got some balloons here because my brain, my idea is I'm going to use the red. I can find only red balloons. How hard is it to get certain color balloons? But anyways, the red balloons, I'm going to make innards out of it. And kind of like, I'm going to put my fake packs in the Charizard. And then with the fake innards. So he's going to have to work a little bit to get the packs out. So the idea is it's going to be like a drug smuggling operation. It's kind of dark. So we're going to use the Charizard plush as the Pokemon that's smuggling the Shining Fates cards, except they're not all going to be legit. I'm going to put like non-Pokemon cards in it, and just like not even cards either, like just other random crap in the Charizard, and then I'm going to sew it back up so that he's going to have to use, I'm going to give him some tools. So first he's going to have to open this box with a crowbar. Where's it? Okay, so yeah, he's going to have to open the box with the crowbar, because I'm going to lightly nail it down. He's going to work for these damn cards. And then he's going to have to cut through the Charizard's stomach and pull out and put his hand through the insides to pull out the packs. And then he has to go through the packs to get the key to open the box, the lock box, to get to the actual legit unopened Shining Fates pack. So too much effort. Is it too much effort? Probably. But I'm enjoying doing this. I don't give a shit. I don't care what anyone thinks. I'm dedicated to the bit. So that's what I'm doing. As you can see, my work table is a mess of an assortment of cards. And I wish I had a third hand, because I'm going to attempt to cut open the Charizard with an X-Acto knife. And then I'm going to remove the insides. I don't know if I can do it while I'm holding the camera, though. I need both hands. So give me a moment. I'm attempting to penetrate the stomach of the bootleg Charizard. See if we can get it. I think I can do this one-handed. Might be able to do it one-handed. Needs a bit of force. I've made the incision out. You can see I kind of have a line down here. The X-Acto knife. I might be able to. Can we cut it through one hand? Might not be able to. We can make tiny little. Oh, there we go. We're doing it. things, thankfully, nice and sharp. I have a bunch of hobby tools that I don't use too often. So I had these around. Should see the seams from the stomach. Just don't come loose, so I'll have to be careful of that. I wonder if that's... I need to take into account how big Vinny's hands are, so he's going to be cutting this back open when he gets around to it. How far do I want to go down? That's about all you need to see for that, so I will be back with removing the insides. As you can see, my workstation is a goddamn mess. I didn't really show me putting in the packs of cards in the Charizard, but basically I just removed all the stuffing there. I had a bunch of balloons that I filled with the stuffing to make organs. If you kind of look in here. Yeah, look at my gross hands. They're like organs in there. You got like, I made organs, but they're covering the, I have these little bag things that have the packs of cards in it, a bunch of fake packs I tried to reseal, and they're like stuffed way in there. Then I had the fake organs, and then I'm working on sewing this up, so he'll have to cut through this when I get it to him. Okay, the bootleg Charizard is sewn up. Very piss poor sew job for a reason, so you can cut through it a lot easier. And then I'm gonna attempt to fit this in the box. So here's the box that I have here. I have at the bottom. I don't know why. I didn't actually. So one of the things that I shoved in here, you can kind of feel what's in there a little bit. Was just a pack, and I did a really terrible job at sealing it, but whatever. It was like a pack that had a pack in it, that had a pack in it, that had like a Yu-Gi-Oh card pack in it, which is like a Korean one that I got from someone else, like a Korean Blue Eyes Yu-Gi-Oh pack. And then it had, the pack within the pack thing had a card that a fake Pokemon card that I printed out. I actually didn't, I was gonna do this one too, like the actual Charizard from the base set, but I was like, I already have like one fake card, that's enough. You'll see on the stream maybe if he does it, but the card has the key. So I have this little box here with the lock that I showed earlier, and this has, it's hard to do this one-handed. This has, so I put the Bidoof on top, but this has an actual legit unopened Shining Fates pack, one of the ones that I did not open. And then there's the VMAX card. I don't want it. If he wants it, he can have it in a sleeve. And then I have like these two. I have Latios and Latias. I don't really care to keep them. And then there's the bootleg Dark Magician card that I had. So it's the bootleg ones are like hollow, but you can kind of tell from the text and everything it's fake. There's that. So I'm gonna close this up. It's got the latch on it. Whoops, stay closed. It was kind of a tight fit. This is like very small, so barely was able to close this. Just enough to kind of fit the packs in. And then I have this lock here. Now the key to this is actually stuffed in the Charizard, so he's going to have to find it. So we're going to put this, I think, hopefully I can, okay, good. I can kind of stuff him in there. He doesn't have as much stuffing as he used to. It's mostly fake balloon. It's fake organs, you know, the balloons. I showed a little bit earlier. Red balloons. Let's get his wings a little bit. There we go. He fits in the box. Laying over a bunch of like, oh god, people are gonna think I'm crazy or dumb or whatever for doing this. I'm dedicated to the bit, so on eBay, and I'll probably show a listing of it. maybe I mentioned it earlier. There's some people who just sell the empty wrappers and stuff for for Pokemon cards or whatever. They do it for other card games too. It's something that it's not really surprising me. I'm used to it. It's just a thing that goes on eBay. People sell anything, empty boxes or whatever. People will buy them. I bought these like for the gag. They weren't too expensive. Let's try and get this. So now my other plan here. So I have this closed. Let's see if this thing is. I'm gonna lightly nail this down in some way, and I have, where'd it go? I had a crowbar. Apparently I lost track of it. Where is the crowbar? Oh well, I have a small crowbar. Yeah, here it is. They sell these. They're called pry bars. You can get very small ones. They're for different stuff. You can use them for like paint cans or whatever. So I'm gonna lightly nail this down, and then he'll have to use the crowbar to prop this up, you know, to get it open. Hopefully that's not too much effort for you, Vincent. Making them work for one pack of unopened Shining Fates. I'm so sorry. I also, I should probably point out the kind of cards that they put in the fake packs as well, since I'm talking about this. There's a lot of cards I had to skip out on. I have a lot of random cards. Like, I used to be a big card collector, especially for Yu-Gi-Oh! And I have a bunch of random Pokemon cards sitting around here, too. So I have these. These are, like, newer ones that I got from someone that didn't want them. A lot of these are, like, from Sun and Moon X and Y. Whoops! They weren't, I mean, they were already handled and used. I'm not too worried about. They're already used and worn and stuff, so it's no point putting these in sleeves and stuff. They're already mishandled, unfortunately. Someone else's. Now with the Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I have, especially a lot of the holos and the rare stuff, they do have them in sleeves. So I have some Pokemon cards in the fake packs. I have a few Garbage Pail Kids cards, but I'm going to send him this huge pack here. I've been trying to get rid of, well, I don't necessarily want to get rid of them, but I can't use them. And I mean, it's just more clutter. But these are actually, I didn't buy these from a pack or anything. These are like legit, like from the time that they came from, like 80s or 90s or something like that. Also, you probably see a very destroyed Pokemon card in the background there. This was in, I don't know how people do this to their cards, but there was like a really destroyed Pokemon card in the pack of cards I got from somebody, like someone's kid or whatever that didn't want them, like family members. So I just like grabbed them. I was like, hey, you're getting rid of them. I'm gonna take them, you know, whatever they happen to be. So Garbage Pail Kids cards. This is only a small selection of what I actually have. I have a fuck ton of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. These are just a lot of these are commons that I have that are just in tins. I have a fuck ton more around all over the place. And of course they printed, I think I showed earlier they printed some fake Pokemon cards too. Also have, I had this playing set, this Lovecraft themed poker cards. And some of them have illustrations I can always get. I'm not too heartbroken giving away the stuff. I have so much clutter. Like, I've collected so much shit over the years, I don't mind getting rid of it. So, they're like playing cards, and some of them have illustrations on them. They're sort of just themed. Let's see, do we have, yeah, some of these have illustrations. I just put in, like Cthulhu. Okay, yeah, we have some of these. But some of them are actually in the fake pack that I put in, like Cthulhu and Dagon and all that. So that's randomly in with the Pokemon cards. And then I had, where the fuck did I put them? I had sports cards in here. Did I? Oh, okay, right here. I had a bunch of like I got rid of a bunch, but I have a bunch of sports cards that are just from family stuff that I don't really need, and they are like from the 80s and 90s. A lot of them were baseball cards and soccer. Some of them have like weird faces on them. Weird, like some of them have like weird portraits on them or something. I know some of these are a little weird. So, yeah, I put some of those in there. Some of the expressions these guys make are kind of funny. I actually had like Duel Masters cards sitting around. I don't know why I ended up having them. Maybe like someone had a pack. I actually don't know. I don't know. Of course, a bunch of more Pokemon cards that are just sitting around. So yeah, that's basically it. Oh yeah, and I put Ninja Turtle cards. I had like a few. I thought I had more. I just had 3 that were left that I could find. So I threw those in there. I also threw some random shit like a GameStop card that I wasn't going to use because I don't really give a shit about GameStop. So that's in there. It's just got some money on it. I think $20 maybe. So he can use it if he wants to put a pre-order on something. And then I threw a random condom in there. Like, it's not expired. He could use it if he wants. Just like a random one I had around. So, I really wanted to make it super scummy. So, either he will enjoy it or he will absolutely loathe me for doing this. So, yeah.